Our research topic is student seat picking preference in library. This research is done by Youlin, Hanzhi, Jinzhu, and Lishan. Let's start it. University libraries are essential part of students' academic journey. The ultimate goal of facility provided in a library is to satisfy the needs of students in accessing, study information, and carry out research work. Every student uses the library differently. Some may study alone, and others may want to study in a group. They will choose to sit in the different places according to their study habits, and each facility will be used depending on their tasks.
Our purpose. The purpose of this research study is to explore students' preference about seats in the library through investigating their study needs and personal preferences. Let's talk about some more information about our Morissette Library. Within the Morissette Library, there are 25 study rooms for all students, 8 study rooms for only graduate students, 2 conference rooms with computer and projectors, and 3 rooms with adaptive technology available for people with disabilities. There are also 152 individual study carrels and tons of sofa, chair, and tables spreading across all 6 levels of the library. The hypothesis for the study is that students prefer to sit in a silent area and study independently rather than sit in a talking area and study with friends.
And now, we are going to talk about the literature review. Library is one of those resources which are essential to support and strengthen the educational quality. In this regard, university's library has become an essential part of students' academic journey. It provides service to all members of their constitution and an academic environment where people can sit together and do brainstorm. According to Best Place Survey done in fall 2004 by University of Dayton, 47% of students identified the library as the best place to study because library was comfortable, quiet, lack of distraction, and plentiful resource. Also, this research findings suggest that when students study alone, they are seeking for a comfortable space with bright lighting and less noise. In general, fundamental facilities, surroundings, the learning atmosphere, and the noise level are the main factors that influence users' satisfactory degree. Moreover, the purpose to go to library varies from people to people. When the purpose changes, users' seat-picking preference might change simultaneously.
So, how about the methodology? The study was conducted at the University of Ottawa by using descriptive research method. The target population is the entire UO students. The participants were selected based on convenient sampling. Respondents were required to fill out a range of questions that were created by SurveyMonkey. The first part of the survey was focused on the demographic aspect. There were 4 questions consisting of gender, year of study, faculty, and ethnic group. The second part of the survey focused on students' particular seat-picking preferences. The total number of respondents is 86 students. 80% of them are female, and the other are male. 30 students are in their second year. 26 of them are in third year. 13 of them are in first year, and 11 of them are in fourth year. Moreover, 6 of them are graduate students. The top 3 faculties: 41 students from arts, 18 students from TELFR, and 16 students from science. As for ethnic group, the selected sample covers participants from all the different races. When analyzing our data, on our study of understanding whether university students prefer to study alone or study with company, over 55% of students answered they would sit and study independently alone. studying with friends, and a mixture of all these types would type around 20%. According to the result, more than half of the participants answered they would prefer to study independently alone at the library rather than in a group setting of any sort.
According to this table, over 94% of respondents agree that studying in the silent area is more efficient. Only less than 6% of respondents disagree with that. Among those respondents who agree with that, 39% were extremely agreed, 22% were very agreed, 28% were moderately agreed, and 5% were slightly agreed.
When examining which area do students prefer to study in the library, almost a half of respondents reported to tend to sit in Carol, and over 40% of respondents prefer to sit on round table. These data also indicate that more students prefer to study independently compared to study with friends.
In conclusion, the survey was created to determine the seat preference in the Morissette Library for students in the University of Ottawa. Through our investigation, the students' preference of seating were mostly determined by their task and studying habits, and some were determined by the environmental factors. According to the survey, most students extremely agree to the fact that studying in a silent area is more efficient. Noises do have a huge impact on students' ability to stay focused on their studying. With the survey results, we can conclude that students need silent area, but not to the point that it is deadly silent. For improvements, the student want better wireless connections and more electrical outlet in the library. The most wanted improvement was to increase the individual study spaces. Limitations. For limitations, our survey only reached a small number of students in University of Ottawa, and most of the students were from the class of CMN 3102. The gender of the participants was not balanced at all. Female respondents were 3 times more than male respondents. In this survey, the variety of student and the gender of the student was flawed.
This is the end of our report. Thanks for watching.